This is That Was a Love's Music.
What's up, Sofa's House Gang? Another live episode with the girl, Lady Fenita, and
Pastor JT.
we are back with video number 13.
13. 1 3.
We are
Lucky
excited.
number 13.
We are so excited to have you guys join us once again with Sofa Talk.
Happy Thursday.
Today is Tuesday. Oh. Today is Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
So, we are going to talk about social media today.
Social media.
Petty or no?
Is it petty or no?
Petty or no? So, go ahead and start the conversation, baby.
Well, in a online virtual world, everything is virtual. Everything is either on Instagram, it's either on Twitter, it's on Facebook. You got the president, he do his press conference, and then sooner or later you see a tweet. You see the news, they'll do a broadcast on something, and then you'll see a post or a tweet. I mean, we live in an era now that we really don't have to watch TV, because we're going to find out the latest trend, we're going to find out the latest news, we're going to find out the latest gossip, we're going to find out who talks about who shoot slugs at who did some dirt and who got exposed. We're going to find it all out on what? Social media.
Social media.
We're going to see a concert. You got Hezekiah against whoever it is. I think tomorrow you got 3-6 Mafia against Bone Thugs and Harmony. Why everybody got a battle against each other?
Right.
Teddy Riley versus Babyface. It is something to keep us glued in, to keep these things, these devices in our faces, man. Less conversation with family, less gatherings with family. Everybody is got this phone or tablet glued to their face, whether you are on the timeline or whether you playing the games. Am I gonna be rich this week, or what is the tourist doing, or something. So we're doing something with social media. And then now with all of the churches online, we got church online, we got live this, we got all the prophets is prophesying at different area on different time zones. You got the prayer groups, they starting early in the morning, and then you got the prophets, they late at night. Then you got whatever in between.
Yeah.
So you got something all day long to keep you occupied, glued in on social media, and that's not even including the daily posts. that you're gonna see.
And your friends list, what they're doing,
all of the pictures, and you know, we stay busy doing the things that we do on social media, and not everybody uses social media the same. I personally use mine for clientele for business. I have more than one page. I have a personal page for ministry, and then I got a business page. I got JT's graphic design on one. I got a DFW Extreme Travel business page, and then I got another business page that has an actual friend list. And so we got these sessions with Nita page, and then we got a Crowley HOD page. So we got several pages, and where we'll have posts going on the church page, posts going on the graphic page, posts going on the this session with Nita page, some going on the DFW Extreme Travel page, and then some going on to our personal page. So it doesn't really give us an opportunity to go see what you're doing.
Don't have time.
We don't have time to worry about what everybody else doing, because we're more focused on our posts and what we putting out, and analyzing the numbers or of the Facebook ads that we purchase to make sure it's reaching the audience that it needs to reach. The marketing aspect of using our Facebook pages. Not so much as using it for mess.
Right. Petty.
Oh, no. And so we wanted to jump on this one today, because, you know, we're very outspoken. Very outspoken. We got a YouTube channel. We've been doing Sofa Talk. We've been sharing it. We're getting a lot of feedback from people. And then we can see, when we do take the opportunity to scroll down our friend list, we see some of the things that look like a rebuttal to something we've either said on Sofa Talk, that kind of line up. And I'm like, is this dude really? Oh yeah? Okay. And it's almost as if you have no anointing.
No discernment.
I have no discernment. And like, really? I don't know who you talking about. But I said I was gonna be good today. Said I was gonna be good today. But I'm still that dude. And I know where folks live. And I don't know what hands they got on. Mine are their own. Don't know what hands to do. I see you in public.
So
I prayed a lot though.
I know that one thing that I wanted to address which was something that
you let me go first, man.
I know. I that was a mistake. One of the things that I wanted to address was the whole thing with the friends list on Facebook. I had almost 5,000 friends at one point on social media. A lot of the people I didn't know, but the people that I did know, who I considered friends, whether I went to school with you, went to church, if we were, whichever way we were connected, it didn't matter. I consider the people on my friends list my friends, the people that I knew. I feel that I don't think that we all sign up on each other's friends list for the same reason. A lot of people sign up to have friends or accept you as a friend because one, either they're flirting, they're trying to date you, they want to add to that number on their friends list, but not really for the reasons why we actually have the Facebook pages.
Right.
Facebook was was designed to reconnect people that hadn't seen each other in years, to keep you in contact.
That dude said he wanted to see people live their life through Facebook.
That's what people are doing. People are living their life through Facebook. And the thing is, I don't necessarily want to live my life through Facebook. I do know that this is one avenue that we have that we are able to use to our advantage, but I don't want to get so caught up in it where I feel some type of way when I get on it. That's where I'm going with this. So we start trying to figure out what was petty or not the way we felt about the Facebook thing. So I made a post on Facebook day before yesterday, which I shared a post from one of our fellow friends who is actually considered a friend of ours, and he's an entrepreneur. He works, he does his thing. Now, a lot of the people that we are all connected to, we're kind of connected to the same group of friends. Yeah. It's very disheartening to see when somebody is doing a good job, your so-called friends don't give you the accolades that you know that you deserve. I'm not even gonna touch family. I'm not even going with family. Just people in your circle.
J. Cole, man, we hired him.
Yes, for our son's wedding.
J. Cole, man, and I don't have no problem with paying for services.
We didn't ask for a discount.
No discount. We paid full price.
Because we know that that's the way he make his ends meet and meet his bills and take care of his family. So we didn't come into that asking for a discount or a handout because we went to school together. Me and him was in the same home room together. Like, we are really considered friends. So it's like, so in that, I'm using him as an example because this is as close as it can get. So with that being said, with him as a friend, I'm not even talking about family. I'm talking about your friends. What is it going to hurt us to go and support our friends?
Share a post.
Share a post. Give them a shout out. If they've done anything for you, share. Like, what is it hurting us to be supportive to one another? It's enough money out there for everybody to get. So why are we so? And then he's one that he shares his knowledge with anybody. He don't have an issue. You can ask him anything. I see people asking him stuff all day. He's on it, answering questions.
Matter of fact, I called him the other day and he answered my question like that.
I mean, but it's ridiculous how we don't support, and then we won't even share. I mean, people will get on your lives or whatever, and then don't want to see. They won't say hi because you know what? They really didn't want you to know they were there. They thought they were going to sneak in.
They'll wait till you get off and then watch it.
Yeah.
Or watch it without clicking in it. Yeah. Then you can see them, but they can't see you. That's why I don't really go live like that. I mean, sometimes I be wanting to say some stuff because it'd be too long to type, and then just to get the expression out. But then I think about who's on my friends list, and then I'd be like, man, whatever.
It kind of makes you reevaluate your friends list, and this is the reason why I am addressing friends list. Because
I deleted so much.
I have made posts on my page. I have done several things where I wanted to see what was going to get the most attention. Now, if I was a friend of a person that was like, if I see somebody write something about God, a post about their church, whatever, I go and I love it. I don't have to know the person, but if they're on my friends list and they have something in common with me, I'm going to like it. Right. Whether or not I wrote it or not, I'm going to like it. And then sometimes I'll share. Now, the reason why I don't share a lot of people's posts is because I don't know if that person wants their stuff shared. 9 times out of 10, it's not shareable. And so I can't share it. And I'm not going to go in there and say, can you make this shareable? Unless it's somebody that I feel comfortable enough to ask, can they make it shareable so that I can do that? I never mind sharing anything on mine. If there's something on my Facebook that is not shareable, you can always reach out and ask me to make it shareable, and I will. Now, with that being said, I write prayers on my posts all the time. I write about things that's going on in society, and some things get a lot of hits on it and some things don't. Mainly my church activity. They don't. It is me, the pastor, and the church members, with a few of my family members that will go on and endorse the ministry, hit the like button or the love button, whatever. They may leave a comment or something like that. But let us put something else on there not pertaining to the church, and my page goes crazy. Now, I'm gonna tell you, because we thought about this fluctuation of it. I came out of what's normal for me and went into a group that I've never been in before. I saw a post about a guy whose wife had corona and she was pregnant and was dying. I merely put a prayer on there, something similar that I have written on Facebook many times since I've been on Facebook since 2009. I wrote a prayer for the family and I ended it. When I got up the next morning, my prayer had 200 and what was it? 248 likes. And people were agreeing with me in prayer. I don't remember. It was over 100 and something comments on that prayer. And all I did was pray for the woman and the baby. And said that I believe that God was a healer because I know him to be a healer. Not what I've heard, but what I know.
So watch this. A like is equivalent to amen.
Amen. That's all. It's not saying you got to be up somebody's butt. You're stalking somebody's page. It is. Well, why are we friends if we can't be in agreement? The Bible says, that's why I said on my post. Why are we together as friends on my post if you are not in agreement with me? If you don't like God, we may not need to be friends. That's my thing. Right. Because when I post something about God, it's offensive to me when other people don't like it, because I feel like we all serve a good God. God has been good to everybody, not just me. And I have some people that jump on it and that will like it, and then there are some people that just don't even acknowledge it. And I'm like, well, who you think woke you up this morning? It wasn't your alarm clock and it wasn't your boo. I'm sorry to tell you, but it was God who woke you up this morning. It was him that put that breath in your body. You lay in the image of death all night long. Somebody had to wake you out of that deep sleep. And it wasn't your boo and it wasn't your clock. Yeah. So I feel like I'm not understanding why there's such an issue with the support from the friends list. I went to a stranger's page and got 248 likes on a prayer that I have prayed on my personal page for years. 248. You know what? Every last one of them was a stranger, but one person. One person. I only knew one person on that post. Everybody else was total strangers. And guess what happened? I am friends with half of those people now on that post. I got up that next morning to friend request at the wazoo. Everybody, oh my God, I enjoyed that prayer. That prayer was so awesome. It was so powerful. I felt it on the thing. I look, and I'm not looking for nobody to kiss my behind. I ain't looking for nobody to run up behind me. But I feel like if we are friends, we should be supporting one another. If we don't agree and you don't like God, guess what? We shouldn't be friends on Facebook. Because the Bible says, how can two walk together except they agree? Yeah. So.
Oh, but let you post a picture.
Oh, yeah. I'll get that 200 something likes then.
You'll get 200 something likes then.
And that's fine. Like what you like. But I'm just saying, as friends.
Especially a picture by yourself.
Yeah. But as friends.
But if I'm on that picture.
It's okay. I like it.
Nah. Ain't okay.
No, it's not okay.
I'm watching. I'm watching. I see.
Yeah, we do.
I see. And it's vice versa. If I post
something by yourself,
picture by myself on my page, yeah, or post a picture of you on my page, ain't nobody gonna like it.
No.
Nobody gonna come in on.
Nope.
Maybe get a couple for our kids, maybe, yeah, and it be only one or two of them out of 9. So I mean, it be some selective seeing.
I don't understand that. You're like, I get it that I don't see everything on my friends list either that's going through. I know that Facebook kind of targets what you see and put what you look at the most up there.
Is it petty or no?
I get it.
Is it petty or no? Depends on who what angle you look at it.
Yeah.
Or who's it coming from?
Well, I think after.
So some folks they'll be like, man, I just don't put too much into that Facebook. Yes, you do. Because you
You're
own it all
every day. Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
I don't even be on Facebook that much. Negro, please.
Yeah.
See the light on.
And I'm going to tell you something. The reason why we're talking about this is because we want to be real and put it out there. And I'm going to tell you, people think this, they just don't say it.
They don't say it?
They don't want to say it because they don't want to seem petty. But I'm going to tell you something. This is not petty. This is real life. And I'm going to tell you the real aspect of it. Everybody wants attention. Everybody wants to be liked. I don't know not one person that wake up in the morning and say, I don't care if don't nobody like me. You are a liar. Everybody wants validation from their friends, their foes. It doesn't matter. Some people like attention, whether it's negative. Yeah. Everybody wants attention.
Sisters in Christ that's at the church with them.
Yes.
They especially if it's your birthday. Right. You cannot tell me.
Now, you get up and not one person
on your birthday and you like, oh wow, man, such told me happy birthday, and you type back, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And then at the end of the day, you say, thank you for all of the posts. Thank you for all of the texts.
Thank you for all of
the phone calls and taking out your busy schedule to think about little old me and wish me a happy birthday. If it wasn't that important, you wouldn't have looked at that post at all. You wouldn't even cut your phone on your birthday because it's your birthday.
But everybody wants
or your anniversary,
attention.
Or your child's birthday, or the birthday of your child, or your child's graduation, or your child's wedding. You want something to be acknowledged.
And you know what? And the thing about it is, it's that way because everybody's wanting that attention, and people say they don't, but they'll lie because what's the point of uploading it on Facebook?
Right.
What's the sense of putting it on there if you don't want anybody to say anything about it or acknowledge it in some way? You know, we all we live our lives through Facebook.
Anything that you are proud of,
you're gonna share it.
You would like to share it
with your friends
you love.
That's right.
Those that you believe care about you. Those that you believe are on your side or on your team. And then it's almost disheartening to see some of your closest circle not even acknowledge your accomplishments. They're like, well, I'll call you and I'll talk to you then.
Or inbox.
Or inbox you. Tell you I get so many inboxes privately saying how great of a job you're doing. I like this and I like that, what you're doing, but
not on the post.
Won't put it on the post. But then if you pay attention to somebody that's more popular than you, you see that same individual that don't want to put it on your post, but in your inbox, you'll see them on somebody else's post saying how much they appreciate them, how much they like what they got going on, and how much they admire this and admire that about that individual, but won't do that for you. But they your closest
friends.
Man, get out of Dodge.
Yeah, talk to you on a regular basis.
Or claim they didn't see it. Get out of Dodge.
Yeah, I'm done with that. And so I'm gonna rate that. I don't feel like that's petty. I think that's real.
That's real talk.
I think that if I'm friends with you, I consider you a friend. You consider me a friend, and you post stuff on Facebook, and especially if it's business related, if it's something to do with you doing something at church or your church is on live, and you don't see me on there, you better wonder about it.
I share it. I share several people's preaching.
Yes.
I share several people's services, things that they do in their business, whether they selling plates, or I'll share it.
Yeah.
And then it's not the point that I'm sharing it so you'll share mine, because the Bible says, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. So I'm merely just showing other individuals how we are supposed to interact with one another.
How we supposed to support.
How we supposed to support one another. You want people to see yours, but here it is. Here it is. You don't want them to see mine because you yourself believe mine is a little bit better than yours. That's real deal, holy people.
I think a lot of stuff have to do with people being, not interacting with other people and stuff like that is out of jealousy and stuff like that. And the thing is, if you call yourself friends with somebody, you don't have no business being jealous of them.
Yeah.
You can have your stuff, right? You can have the same thing. But people don't know how to come at you the right way because that jealousy won't allow them.
When I first started doing this stuff, I was making free flyers.
Yes.
I was giving stuff away.
Yes.
I was doing flyers for $15.
Oh. Yeah.
$15.
Yeah.
A flyer. Till I stopped because it wasn't the point of the money of it. It was the point of the appreciation.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a thank you from JT's graphics design to promote more business. So I stopped doing it, man.
Yeah.
That was,
how do I provide a service for you and you didn't even say thank you, not publicly or privately? I got an issue with that, but you love me though.
I've done several
videos.
But
I'm your ace though.
I've done video, no, nothing. It's always gonna be in the inbox.
But you know what? I think that it all boils down to what a real friend is. What is a friend?
And then I can honestly say I ain't really that. I ain't never really had no real friend before.
Me neither. I don't think so.
Here it is. I've had people that I've considered best friends. But here's the flip point. Did they consider me their best friend? You can be the best friend to someone else, but will you get that same type of friendship in return?
Listen at this. I'm gonna tell you what Webster says about a friend.
Come on with it.
It say a friend, one attached to another by affection or esteem. By affection or esteem. You hear that? It says one attached to another by affection or esteem. An acquaintance, one that is not hostile. One that is of the same nation, party, or group.
Wow.
That's why we deal with the people that we deal with on Facebook. Because I'm thinking these are my friends because we're in the same nation, party, and group.
People you used to go to church with.
Yeah. Listen, here's another kicker for me. Friend is one that favors or promotes something.
Wow.
One that favors
or
promotes something.
I ain't got no friend. I ain't got no friends at all, Jack. Not a one.
Woo!
Can't even say you got an acquaintance because that didn't fall under that category either. So look up associate. Because some folks say they got associates. Associate.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
It says to join as a partner, friend, or companion.
I ain't got no associates either.
To join or connect together.
I ain't got no associates either.
To bring together or into relationship in any of various entangled ways. To keep company with.
That explains it. Well,
on my post yesterday,
what's another word for it then?
Enemy.
Frenemy?
On my post yesterday, I said that if that is the case, then I feel like if we don't have anything in common, that you don't want to promote or endorse anything that I have going on, and you don't have anything. If I'm not endorsing you, that means you don't have nothing for me to endorse.
Right. So here's what it boiled down to. You have to evaluate the association and say, what am I gaining out of being connected or associated with this individual?
And look, and the thing about
how are we benefiting each other?
Right.
Do you bring value into my life, or do I bring value into your life?
Right.
Or am I bringing all of the value, or you just taking away, or are we complimenting one another?
Yeah.
How do we compliment one another, or how do we? I mean, So what's the purpose? What's the purpose of the connection? So if there's no purpose, then there's no connection.
There's no friendship.
I ain't got no purpose of being connected to you. You don't have no business being on my friends list.
So that was the end of my.
Man, I'm back to under 100 and counting.
That's why that was the end of my message. I said it is pruning season, because what I did, I noticed that somebody that I considered not really just a close friend, but because we were acquaintances in school, we have talked several times out since we've graduated from school. I was supposed to meet with this person and have lunch and all of that, and I didn't make it, but we've continued to be friends. We still talk on Facebook, and then for me to see you talk about God and bash him. Now look, I'm not trying to convert anybody to feel the way I do. I'm not trying to convert anybody to love God. If you don't, that's your business. But how can I be friends with a person who don't believe what I believe? That's like me saying, I'm walking around with a mass murderess. Why would I be doing that? Or somebody that don't like somebody in my family. I can't do that. That's my daddy. And so why would I be friends with somebody who is clearly an atheist, that spoke it on her own page and said that she hated every idea about God? Now, if there is something wrong with the Lord, let me find out on my own. But I'm not going to be able to, you cannot override what I think, just like I can't override what you think about it.
Right.
So needless to say, she was my first slay. Out of there. Because right there, we don't agree.
Is it petty or no?
It's my Facebook.
Right.
My Facebook. So, hey, it's just like your Facebook. When you see something you don't like, you cut it. So I'm going to cut it.
Don't cut it. And I can understand if we are supporting one another, that's one thing. If we are supporting one another, that's great. That is fine. That is dandy. You come on my live, I come on yours, and because this is how we're going to be doing church for a while.
A minute, yeah.
So it ain't gonna be too many in church revivals. It ain't gonna be too many conferences. So we have to be able to support. I gotta be able to see what you're gonna do to be able to invite you to my little circle. Mm-hmm. So if we are not even sharing and supporting, why bother?
You know what I thought about when you were saying that about bringing people into your circle? We have been associated with so many different people. And we went out on a limb thinking that they felt the way we felt about them, only to find out that they did not.
They did not feel the same.
I think a lot of people are so confused when they come to us because they don't know how to take us. We love God. We are saved. We are filled with the Holy Ghost. And I'm going to tell you something, and we are straightforward. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that I'm stuck up and I don't want to have friends. That's not it. I don't have time for fake. I don't want fake friends. No. I want to be around women that want to be around me. I want to be around people that if you love God on Sundays, that you love God on Monday. Tuesday. I don't want nobody that you love God on Sundays and on your Wednesday night services. Other than that, you're doing your own thing and all that, and God knows whatever else. I want somebody that will say, "Hey sis, let's come together, let's pray. When you going down to the church? Good Lord, like what's really going on? What are we doing this for? We doing it for name, or we doing it for popularity? Like what are we in this for? Because our soul got to go somewhere. This is no plaything. So I want to start taking my life more seriously than I have. This whole pandemic has opened my eyes to something totally different. That things can occur in this life that you're not ready for. Mm-hmm. And guess what? It can get you so off course if you're not on the right page and if you're not focused that you will lose your way. But I thank God for divine direction and to be able to hear God's voice. Mm-hmm. And in this hour, God told me I don't have time to keep allowing people to have access to me that don't think the way that I do. God showed me in a dream that I was giving people too much access to me. So guess what? I'm narrowing that down because God is warning me for a reason. Warning always comes before destruction. Right. So I'm taking heed to that, and it starts with my Facebook. And I know people probably, this is so petty, and why would you do that? It starts with my Facebook because that's where we spend a lot of our time. If when I'm done doing everything else I need to do spiritually, we all sit back when we got time and get on Facebook. So it starts there because that's where my circle of friends, frenemies, enemies, and family reside in that Facebook circle. So I have to start there. And what I have to do is start weeding out what is good, what is not good for me, and then embracing what is.
Right.
Embracing who has my back and weeding out the people that don't.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Some iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
So somebody on my friends list should be able to push me to the point of excelling.
Yeah.
Or challenge me or encourage me to keep on.
Some type of way.
And I got a couple of them that do. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't just saying I got a page full of haters, but I got a couple that'll come on a post and say, "Hey man, this is good, great. I like this. This is dope. I really like what you're doing. This is fire." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and we do have supporters. We got banging supporters.
Those individuals is people that I want to do ministry with. Period. Those that sit back in the sunset and act like they ain't saw nothing, but I see 75 viewers and all that. Man, please.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to do nothing with you. I don't even want to cut grass with you. Period. No. I don't want to have waffles, coffee, watch ESPN. I don't want no association with you. Period.
You know
because
what?
If we're not walking together,
we don't.
You walking alone. So you walk along on your side of the road. I'm walking on my side of the road. And with that being said, I mean, I don't need a whole bunch of pastors on my page because we preaching to each other.
People, yeah.
Now we preaching to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I ain't saying that you know better than me and I ain't no better than you. But if I'm trying to reach an audience, you taking up somebody else's space. So I need to go ahead and X you out because we're not supporting one another. We're not even pushing one another. It's more of a competition. So if I can't see what you're doing and you can't see what I'm doing, then hey.
We don't have to you don't have to compete no more.
I don't need to see.
And then the thing about that is, how can you view something? How can you be one of the viewers of 75 views? And some of them people have looked at it more than once. But never click the like. Now you looking at it, you take all this time out to look at something, but you don't like it.
Right.
But you got a rebuttal. And then you want to go and try to make a Facebook post about it. And one thing about me is I'm transparent. What you see is what you get. Yeah. And you don't have to ever wonder what I'm talking about. I say what I'm talking about.
She be telling me not to put names. I be wanting to tag.
Yeah, I tell them don't do that. That's ugly. But I do want to make it clear that I don't like how we see a lot of stuff all the time, and some of the things that we talk about, we see other people posting about it, and it has took what we said all out of context. I mean, just blew it out. I mean, and people thinking we don't think that the coronavirus is real and all that. That's dumb. I said on our last post that we understand, we know that the coronavirus is real. I would be dumb to say I work in the healthcare field. How can I not? What I said was that they took it to a whole nother level to instill fear in the people to make us do what they want us to do. That's what's going on right now. The only way that people can get you to obey the law of the land is to place fear in those places where you don't have fear. If nobody ever said corona was here and people were getting sick behind it, and you just thought it was the flu, because look, according to the CDC, there was 80,000 deaths from the flu last year. Who knew that? Who stayed in the house last year? Who quarantined last year? Because I didn't.
There's a bunch of conferences all over.
80,000 people died from the flu. The coronavirus got the same flu-like symptoms. It is still a virus. It is something that can be killed merely by washing your hands. That's what I said. That it created more fear than it should have because we panicked because of the death rate on the TV. That's what I said. I never thought that it wasn't real. I never said that it wasn't real. I saw people with my own two eyes at work with it. So I never thought that it wasn't real. I said that the fear that they instilled in the people because of what we saw first caused everybody to panic. Even people in the body of Christ panicked. Panicked first.
Right. Instead of.
So I never thought that I never thought that it wasn't real. I never said that. So let me just clarify that. We really talked about everything. So strangers versus friends. So we noticed. I noticed. You noticed?
I noticed a lot.
Why is it that strangers are quicker to endorse, promote, like things that you put on Facebook versus your friends that are already there?
Right. Man, I never forget. I've been on social media since 2009 as well. And I remember scrolling through and seeing a man in the hospital with his sick baby. And that baby was on a respirator. I did the same thing that you did. And I typed the prayer in. And a week later, wasn't it a week later? A week later, I get an inbox from that guy. Later. Yeah. And not even knowing that he was a pastor. And I get this inbox from him saying, "Hey man, can I call you?" And I said, "Sure." And when he called me, he said, "Man, thank you for your prayer. God bless you. I want to sow into you. What is your address?" And the man, I gave him my address, and he sold 3 crispy $100 bills and sent them in the mail. From a prayer off Facebook from somebody that I didn't even know. Now I pray for a whole lot of folks that I know, and they'll like it.
And keep on moving.
It ain't about the money.
It's not.
It ain't about the money at all. But the truth of the matter is the appreciation from strangers versus the folks that we know. I hear it all the time, and I'm reminded by my good friend. He said a prophet is not received in his own home. I know that very well. I know that very well, but it doesn't take away the bitterness. It doesn't take away the sorrowfulness. It doesn't take away the fact that your own body, your own people treat you like that. And then I say, well, they did Jesus the same way. It didn't make it right that they did him the same way.
And it didn't say that he liked it
and
either.
it did not say that he liked it. So I'm supposed to not care about it because they did to Jesus? Huh? Right. Now you comparing me to Jesus. So if you want to compare me, I'm good to be compared with that one, but I can't be compared with having the Holy Ghost. Right. Come on, man. You just can't pick and choose what you want to compare me with. Am I right? If I'm lying, I'm flying and I ain't got no wings. I'm lying. I'm telling the truth. Telling the truth, man. Come on.
So I think that in the questions that we have questions that were asked and to be addressed. So that's why we're addressing this the way we are.
Yeah.
So we're giving our opinion on the question.
Yeah.
I think that personally for me, when it comes to strangers versus friends, a lot of the strangers, boy, they done stepped it up a notch. I mean, a lot of the people that were on my page already, they are pretty much, they support. I can't really say that they don't. I have a lot of people that support, but I have a whole lot of people that don't. Yeah. So,
I have more that don't. So that's why they ain't that part right there. Deleting people. Everybody can't go with you. Everybody cannot.
Everybody can't go though because some people just be in a bad place.
I'm in a group, man, and I done connected with some very prestigious individuals through social media. I'm in a videographers group, and it's with people all over the world. There's people in France, there's people in Germany, there's people in Australia, and I put one of my videos in this freelance videographer competition, and worldwide, one of my videos is ranked number 8 out of 10. And these are strangers that acknowledge the fact that it was that good to be number 8. Now the number one dude, his video was off the chain, and he's from China.
But the fact that the video made number 8 out of all those people,
all them folks.
So you mean to tell me in that group,
In
where
that
this
group.
is their profession?
Now they're writers, movie directors. I'm talking about big time people in this group, and they put me in the amateur group. The amateur video contest got number 8. But you mean to tell me my cousins, my aunties, my brothers, sister-in-laws, mamas, aunties, uncles, nieces, nephews, old church members, classmates, and none of them saw fit to say that was a good job. Not that I need you to say that was a good job, but it's on there, and you saw it. But you'll call me and say, hey, man, that was cold-blooded, man. I like what you're doing. And then you ask for your benefit discount. I got this coming up, man. I'm going to need you to do, can you help me do this again? Man, I'm sleepy.
And why do we always want a discount from people? I don't understand that. Why do you always want a discount when you know that that's the way these people eat? Hey, food price.
Well, they kind of figured out. I mean, well, he's a preacher, so he ought to be given. Mm-hmm. Now, through social media, I've had several businesses through social media. I started a lawn business, and it was good. It was good, and I retired. It was so good. I retired, and I only did my yard and the church yard, and I gave all my clientele to somebody else that was just building up their business. Listen closely. Now they was just building up their business, and now their business is booming.
Booming, baby.
Booming. Off the chain. Right off the bat. Mm-hmm. But I ain't endorsed. Mm-hmm. Showed them how to do X, Y, Z to start it off.
X, Y, and what?
X, Y, and the Z.
Oh, okay.
To start it off, but still ain't gonna tell nobody where they learned it from. Ain't gonna tell nobody how they learned how to do it. Ain't gonna tell nobody who put them on. That's the way it goes, though.
That's the world we live in. Yeah, that's the world we live in, and that's the way. And I think it got a lot to do with people being selfish and full of pride.
I started, even though I'm not even in the hip hop industry no more. I started it's called Rappers Delight. I started the music group, and then I removed myself after I added all these different producers in there, rappers, R&B singers, all in the same group where they can mingle with each other. Now they got the online radio station is in there. All of these, I can still get in there and see what's going on, but I started that group and removed myself as the admin just to sit, because I love music. I love the atmosphere of it. But the individuals in there, they don't even know who started the group.
Couldn't even tell you.
They couldn't even tell you who started the group. And I made my boy admin. Other words, the one that make our theme music. Other words, production. He's the admin of it now. And he got his mixtape to be coming out in a couple of months. And yours truly, this one right here, is going to be doing a promotional video. And he signed.
Mm-hmm. That's the way they
See, I like to do stuff behind the scenes. If I don't tell nobody, you'll never know.
And look, and that's the point of talking about this today. Mm-hmm.
Through social media.
Not so much as, because this is social media that we're discussing. And it's not so much as us, because we got thick skin, trust me. It's not about people following, endorsing, liking, because we still doing it. We still on it every day. It doesn't have anything to do with us. These are questions that we're being asked, so we're asking them. And then we're putting knowledge to it.
Right. Got several real estate firms ready to do promotional videos. it's going whether you like a post or not.
Yeah. So I think that what this all boils down to, the point of this conversation, the point of the questions that were asked,
To bring
is because
light.
to bring light to what is happening with social media. Social media is really it's really killing the unity of some friendships.
Right.
The unity of the church and other things that go on, because it brings about such a challenge when it with pride and jealousy and arrogance and envy against each other.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way. That's not why. I don't think that's why it was created, but that's what it has turned into. I think that it was what he said was for us to live our lives through, which everybody lives their lives vicariously through social media, and they can think what they want, but that's the truth. Some of us get up and we on Facebook, we eating while we on Facebook, we watching TV and on Facebook. That's what it is. It's to draw you in. So if you're going to be drawn into anything, why don't you be drawn into something positive? Right. Be drawn into supporting the people that you are supposed to be friends with on your page. And if it's somebody on there, including me, that you're friends with, and you don't feel like y'all meet in that place, or y'all not on eye to eye, or there's no unity, or really not a friendship there,
believe me,
get rid of it. Cut it.
You need to
cut it. Because I think that at the end of the day, we all want to be connected to like-minded people. We want to be connected with people that want to go where we're going, that are headed where we're headed. And if you're not, and you want to go that way, we want to be the ones to pull you up and say, let's go. Let's do this. I want people that's on my team that's positive, full of positivity, full of energy, got a game plan, that got things in mind that they want to accomplish, and I want to be there to help you accomplish it and accomplish some things that I want to do.
I mean, it's so many people that I see doing some positive things that I don't mind supporting it. And I go on their posts and I say, hey man, great job. I like that, man. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, thank you. I'm like, I ain't gonna take my compliment back. I'm gonna come back the next day and I'm gonna compliment you again. I'm gonna compliment you again. Until you get it.
Yeah.
Until you get it.
And you know
do
what?
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
And you know,
it's just nice to be nice.
It is. And like with my family, like with my mom, my mom, my sister, my mom, my dad have their own ministry, and my sister has her ministry, and I'm a part of the Rip the Bandage, but I'm a part of it, but I have so many other things going on my own that a lot of people don't understand our relationship, and they feel like we're not close, but let something happen, you'll find out how close we are. I just want to put that out there. But the reason why we all have the same friends, and I'm talking about at least 700 of the same people. Why? So why am I gonna put that out there? And I do share some of their things, but I watch what I share because I'm attached to the Rip the Bandage page. So when anything goes out, I'm already attached to it. You understand? So I don't have a need to do that. I'm already attached to it. My name is attached to it as soon as it goes out. If my mom shares anything, which they rarely do with their Morningstar page, if it's something that I like, that I think that I should share, or if she would like for me to share, I have no problem sharing that. But we all have the same exact friends. So I'm going to be resharing what they posted again for the same exact people. That's the only reason why I don't do that with them. Now, I know that may seem like... that's like a two-edged sword to some people, because he may post something for church and I may turn around and repost it. But you have to remember that we don't have the same friends. We may have a few friends in common, but we don't have the same friend list at all.
I don't even want all the same.
We don't have the same friends. So that is the reason why some things are shared and some are not. I do take time out every now and again, though, and try to shout out people and say, hey, go follow this or that or whatever. But I mean, it's kind of hard to do that when it's not being done in return. And I get that.
And then folk like that, they want to tag you into what they got going on, but get offended when you tag them to what you got going on.
Yes.
Don't invite me to something you got going on, and you're not returning the favor. You're not allowing it to go on yours. So So why I'm gonna open up a platform for you when it's not being done in return? I'm not doing another. But not nobody else tag me to nothing else because I'm not sharing it on my page. Period. I'm not. I ain't. Serious. It's not going down until folks start doing one hand wash the other. I'm not doing it. Take it how you want to. I'm not doing it.
Well, I
Don't
hope that y'all
me.
understand.
You tag her. Tag me, Jack.
I hope y'all understand.
Petty or no?
Social media. Petty or no?
Petty or no?
So people want to know what we thought about this. And
I like telling them what I think about stuff.
We don't have any issue with it because I told them. I mean, some things that's right. How they feel, and if because some people want to know, should I support other people when they don't support me?
No.
I mean, I would say it's up to you. It depends on the kind of heart that you have.
No. They don't support you. You better not. No.
I think you should.
But some people say, "Well, I'm a silent supporter."
How's that?
I support from the back.
And I don't even know you're in the back.
How I even know you're there?
Yeah.
Man, get out of Dodge. That's an excuse. No. No, I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
Well, I mean, it's not a big deal.
Is it so it's petty or no?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
No, what you think?
Because
comment below and tell us what you think. Is it petty or no?
And keep in mind, because when the questions were asked, it's asked like this: am I being petty for thinking that it's wrong for me to support and people don't support me? Am I being petty if I delete people from my friends list who don't interact? And the other question was, why are people? Is it petty for me to pick and choose who I want to support based on who supports me? And then the last question was stranger versus friend, stranger versus so-called friends. Why is it that strangers?
Now, if y'all don't want my opinion and want to know what I think about it, don't send me questions like these because I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
And the only way we can give you feedback is to tell how we feel about it. So
don't ask me no questions. I tell you no lies.
I'm trying to tell you. And because this can be a very touchy subject too for some people, especially for people that don't support. It can also be a very touchy subject for people
unsubscribe.
Yeah, I mean, we've already had some people to unsubscribe. I mean,
only one.
Yeah, one. But I mean,
somebody gonna come back and like, share, and subscribe. Watch it. You's a cutie pie, you know that? You's a cutie pie, yeah. That's why they be liking your post. You showing up pretty.
Anyway, y'all.
PYT. Pretty young thing. Yeah. Pretty little, yeah. You's a pretty little girl, you know. Put you in my pocket. Showing up.
Y'all gotta excuse him.
Yeah.
So this concludes.
Every day is Valentine's Day.
This concludes episode 13.
Turn off the light.
Babe. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for joining us. We love you guys. See y'all next time, same place. Sofa Talk with Lady Fenita.
We ain't ready to go yet. Yeah, Pastor J. Turn them off.